Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. SLY ambushes HELLSTONE Castle. Super early morning raid. We're going to go right into the map. So we got members of SLY logging in right now. Tonight's order: Bones, Will, Joe, Ray, Craven, Dimes, Tiny. Bones, you're on the clock. What is your move? Amy Bones moving first. Amy, you're in the bottom right portal. Check the map, everybody. Amy and Ocean Man down at the bottom right hand portal. Amy, it is your move first. After Amy, we have Will, then we have Joe. Amy, Will, and Joe are the first three to act. I see you, Animal. Amy, Will, and then Joe. All right, Amy, you're on the clock. What you got? Valuable time is ticking away. Valuable time. Move northwest toward the moat. Amy moving northwest, middle of the moat. All right, Will, you're up next. Will up in the upper northeast. Will, you're on the clock. Then we have Joe, Ray, Craven, Dimes, and Tiny. Move straight. Will's going to go straight, and Will, you do have the first zombie trap. Will with the zombie trap. All right, Busy Bee is here. Dow is here. We will get them in the next turn. All right, let's go to Joe. Animal Joe, you're up next. Busy Bee and Dow will be in round number 2. Animal Joe, you're up next. Julia and Jim are both here as well. They will both be in round number 2 as well. So sit back and relax. Looks like we're going to be in for a good one. Joe is going to go southeast toward the moat. All right, Joe is going to go southeast. All right, Joe, southeast is over here with Will. So, Joe, assumably you see the zombies. You're not going to run into them. So I'm going to put you right here beside Will with the zombies. All right, Ocean Man, you're up. So we got Amy, Will, and Joe pretty much in the same area. Busy, Dow, Julia, and Jim move west toward the wall. Ray is going to move west. And Ray, you do have the first tar trap. All right, so Ray is in place. All right, let's jump over to Craven Light. Will, I got you down to 80 from the zombie damage. Joe, I got you in front of the zombies, ready to attack next turn if you need to. Amy, you're chilling in the moat, and Ray is in the tar trap. So we got Craven, Dimes, and Tiny. East towards the front of the castle. All right, Craven, pretty safe. All right, Dimes, you're up. Warrior charge toward the wall. Throwing my rope if I can. That's a long warrior charge. So we're going to warrior charge you toward the wall, and you warrior charge yourself right into a pack of... Oh, no. Sorry, Craven. Craven, you hit the tar trap. 1 second, everybody. I'll make this super, super fast. My bad. Sorry, Dimes. The Tar Trap most recent map is not Craven. It is you. I did have it correct on one. I didn't have it correct on your map. Craven, you're good to go. Dimes, you are not. That's where they placed the last Tar Trap. So Dimes, warrior charges into the Tar Trap. So this is what we got. We got Ray stuck in one. We got Dimes stuck in another. And we got Will and Animal dealing with the zombies in the top right-hand corner. So Dimes, 3 of the traps have been targeted. Let's go over to Tiny. Tiny, you're up. So Tiny will get the final move of the first half. And we do have Busy, Dal, Julia, and Jim all current, all logged on. So 4 of the Arc Sparks are ready to go once we get to the next turn. And we will alternate. If you guys are keeping score, you can see the top of HELLSTONE, 2,385 resources. The most any group has ever had in their bank at one time. Valar is here as well. All right, let's get Tiny's move in. All right, Tiny, your move. Get it in quick. All right, do we have Tiny? Tiny. I know he's here because Dimes is here. Nope, type it again quickly. Quickly. Time is a-wasting. All right, northeast, barrel into the wall and throw rope. Tiny again, going northeast. You're in the moat. Speed is slowed, not quite to the wall. All right, that is the end of round number 1. This is who we have locked in for round number 2. 5 Arc players will also go this turn. Anyone else that shows up from Arc will be forced back to turn number 3. So let me show you where they showed up at, just so you guys know. Dahlstrom is in the west side. Julia is in the north side. Gemstone on the east side. Valar, all 4 walls have been managed, and Busy Bee is over beside Will. All right. Crazy L is here. Crazy L, you will not be in until the end of round number 3. Crazy L will be in the end of round number 3. But we will get to you. All right, round number 2, Amy Bones. You're up. Buckle up, everybody. We're in for a little bit of a match. We got a lot of players, so this is going to turn into a little bit of a war. So we're going to start out with Amy Bones, who is in the moat, in the vicinity of Will, and also Animal. So we got Amy, Will, Animal, Ray, Craven, Light, Dimes, and Tiny. On the other side, we got Busy, Dal, Julia, Jim, and Valar will all go this turn. Crazy L is here. So it looks like we've got 7 versus 6 already. So we will take it at a fairly normal pace. Speed potion. Get to the castle, throw rope, and climb. Amy is going to drop the speed potion. She does. Throws the rope, and Amy is on top of the castle in turn number 2. She is relentless. All right, Will. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Busy Bee, you're up. Busy Bee, we will alternate. We'll go to you. We will double up on some of the SLY players. Pay attention. The order could change. So you may have sometimes that 2 SLY players go. Sometimes you may have alternating. Just pay close attention when I call you. So Busy Bee, you are the first ARC player to act. The Arc Sparks were ready to go. I mean, that's 5 people on turn 1. Holy Toledo. Were they ready to guard some resources? But, I'm sorry, the Arc players. The SLY players going to have to regroup a little bit. Busy Bee is going to make her way toward the wall. Now, Busy Bee, you do, even though you've got the ability to get in the castle, you still have to deal with the moat like other players. So Busy Bee, middle of the moat. All right, Will, you got some zombies, my man. 5 of them. And they hit you a little bit. All right, Will is going to Rival Saber. All right, Will going melee attack with the Rival Saber. And looks like he's going to mow down 1. Up. 1. 2. 3 of them. Will doing some work. Round number 2, taking down 3 of them. Dow, you're up. First move for Dow. Dow, you are on the west side of the wall. Will able to take down more than half the zombies in his turn. All right. Let me excuse me 1 second. I do have to get a SLY map. This is from the last SLY map too. Nothing has been reloaded. But I do got to steal some piranha from SLY. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. All right, never happened. All right, there are some piranha in the water. I'm just not going to tell you where they are. Once they get triggered, you'll know. Okay. Sorry, we had to borrow some fish from the other map. Shoot Tiny with a gum arrow and summon Gold Icky. All right, Dimes. Tiny has a Gold Icky coming in, and he's also... The Gold Icky is going to hit Bones. For 8. Will. For 10. Joe. For 12. Ray. For 10. Craven. For 10. Dimes. For 8. Tiny for 4. Deadly Dime's going to red Psycho that attack from Dow. So Dow, that 10 is coming back to you. No gum arrow for Tiny. But Gold Icky does resolve, and the fish are somewhere in the water. Animal Joe, you're up. You and Will have, well, you have a predicament up there. You got a couple more zombies, Joe. Karis Blue Glob to Julia and move south toward the moat. Joe moving slow with there were Will zombies. Joe moving toward the moat and taking a shot at Julia with the Karis Blue Glob. Julia, this is a freeze glob. Any response to Joe's potential freeze? And you know what, Ray? That is a good point. Dow, we're going to hold on your Piranha cast. That's something that hasn't came up yet. Even though you don't res them like a pet, it is still a summon. So Dow, we are going to not allow your Piranha. It is a dual summon, technically, even though it's not a resable pet. So Dow, hold on to those if you want to use them later in the game. First time we've ever had it, I think it's a good call out. So the waters are safe for now, everybody. Waters are safe for now. All right, Julia's going to red Psycho. She's like taking no chances that Joe is going to freeze her in place. It was a good move, Joe. That would have worked. You could have taken her out for a turn. All right, Ocean Man, you are stuck in place with the tar trap. But you still have control of your character. Just can't move at this point for a turn. All right, he's going to summon Faith. And stun and detonate to Jim. Jim, you got a stun bomb on you. So Jim is going to go ahead and use Marty. Let me get my list, my Marty stack. All right, first Marty of the game for Jim. Remember, each team is allotted normal number of Martys. So 2 Martys per turn. And as I said, sometimes teams are going to get back-to-back. We got odd numbers. So Julia, we're going to go back to you. Ray, stuck in place. He'll get normal reaction next turn. Jim using a Marty to stop the stun bomb. Ray does have Faith out. And Ray, that tar trap is officially gone. All right, so let's kick it over to Julia. All right, Julia is going to drop the Piranha. And she wants to go Gum Arrow to Amy. Amy, that will keep you in place at the top of the wall. So Amy, any response to the gum arrow? And there are some hungry piranha that Julia put in the water. All right, Amy is going to red psycho. That is the second red psycho for Team SLY. 2 psychos in play, and that is going to kick back to Julia 10 points of damage. So no gum arrow for Amy, but they are getting those psychos out. All right, Craven, you're up. We go Craven and we go Gemstone. All right, Craven is nice. All right. Craven is going to throw a tar trap over by Busy. Keeping Busy in place. He's going to take a speed potion. So speed potion, attack, throw rope, climb. I got you to the top of the wall, Craven. He's going to activate the tar trap, which is a move, speed potion, and he has enough to throw the rope and climb. Because of the speed potion, double speed. So Craven top of the wall as well. All right, let's move back over to Gemstone. Gemstone, you're up. Then we go Dimes, Valar, and Tiny. Then Crazy L will get in the mix next turn. Busy Bee is going to use her engineer ability, Craven, to disarm that tar trap. So it is gone immediately. All right, Jim is going to play Merle. Merle's going to steal Amy's capacity buff. Amy, your capacity elixir is gone. And Jim is going to hit Amy with a tar arrow. So Amy is stuck in place at the top of the wall. What in the tarnation is going on here? So Jim got Amy stuck to the top of the wall. All right, let's go with Deadly Dimes. Dimes, you're up. And Jim, if you can just type gum arrow, that way Kel knows what to take out of the inventory. Speed potion out of that trap. All right, Dimes would normally miss this turn. So she's going to speed potion to get to her next turn, throw the rope, and start to climb. You don't get all the way up, Dimes. You are out of the water. All right. No worries. Tar arrow it is. Now, the tar arrow will not have any lasting effect. All right, Dimes is halfway up the wall. And we go over to Villar. Villar, you're up. Villar's going to drop some piranha in the moat. And SP2 split with purple gel to Amy and Dimes. All right, Amy, you and Dimes have purple gel coming. Any response from Amy or Dimes with the purple gel incoming? It might get a little crazy in here. All right. Amy and Dimes will be under the effects of purple. Tiny, you're up. And oh my goodness, Tiny taking a double shot of piranha damage. AP 60, Tiny. Taking you from 150 base down to 90. A double shot of piranha. Tiny, it's your move. Julia and Villar, both with the piranhas in the water. All right, Tiny's going to speed potion, throw the rope, and climb to the top. Oh no, they're still out there somewhere, looking for food. Who could be food? Next. Tiny, top of the wall. And Tiny's going to use tank page 1 to prevent 20 or 30 of it. He still takes AP 30. All right, Tiny with the speed burst, top of the wall. Craven, top of the wall. Amy is tar trapped, top of the wall. Dimes halfway up the wall. Joe in the water. Will, little bit behind with the zombies. Ray was in a tar trap. And we're moving on to round number 3. Remember, there's only 8 rounds. So, Amy, you're on top of the wall in the tar trap. It's your turn. Crystal, you will be in the mix this turn. So, we'll have 6 ARC players that will all get to act this turn. Order will change slightly. This is the start of round number 3. Any players that log on at this point will be round number 4. All right, Amy's going to summon Faith and shoot Jim with Blanco from Wrath. All right. Amy breaking in a brand new rifle. Ark, any response? To Jim being hit with a big armor pen shot. Busy Bee says Red Psycho. So that is the second Red Psycho for Team Ark. Each team with 1 remaining. All right, Busy preventing the damage. Amy drops her pet. And your tar trap is gone, Amy. Your tar arrow, I should say. Your gum arrow. All right, no incapacitating effects. Busy Bee, you're up. I'll let you know when she's under purple, Villar. Thank you. Busy Bee. Seal and Thrill. Summon Blitz. To Ocean Man. Shoot Ocean Man with Vulcan Bow and Gum Arrow. All right, Seal and Thrill from Busy. Blitz going to Ocean Man to take out Faith, Ocean Man. And Vulcan Bow with Gum Arrow to Ray. All right, Will is going to play the eye ring. And Ray is immune to tar effects. Freeze effects, tar effects, sleep effects have all been triggered. So Busy Bee casting the Gum Arrow. Ray's already been under the effect. Does not work. Does not slow him down. He will take the damage from the Gum Arrow, though. Ray, you are still taking the damage. You do still have Faith. Busy Bee is sealed. Will, you're up. Will is going to play Seal and Thrill that he has preloaded in his mask. Going to drop a pet repel. And he's going to do a little kung fu fighting. Not really, but he's using the rival sabers. Will take it down the last 2 zombies. So Will sealed, pet repelled, and attacks the zombies. Will, not before you take another 10. Zombies do get their attack. We are in round number 3. We are going to move over to Dow. And Villar's going to use her legendary to Phantom Cape that. Sorry, Will. It's in the mask. It's an instant, but it can still be stopped by Phantom Cape. So your seal is gone. Your pet repel is not. So it can still be denied, even though it's an instant cast. Last instant, first out. All right, let's go to Dow. Dow, you're up. Villar using the legendary to stop Will's seal spell. All right, Dow is going to shoot Tiny with a gum arrow. Now, Tiny avoided the first gum arrow, so he is still susceptible to the trap. Dow is going to summon Merle to Dimes. All right, Dimes, you got pet damage coming in from Merle. And Tiny has a gum arrow. Any response to either of those from Team SLY? All right, Merle is going to, Dimes, if you're typing, I can't see it. You guys still there? All right. Merle's going to hit Dimes and remove her capacity elixir. No capacity for Dimes. Buff is gone. And Tiny's going to get hit with a gum arrow. And that is going to keep Tiny in place. And we also have Dow's seal smoke as well. So Dow's going to be sealed. All right, let's go over to Animal Joe. Joe, you're up. You're chilling in the water, man. Hey, Animal. You got company. Oh, Joe, AP 30. Joe, I got you down to 80. Joe taking a big shot from the piranha just when you thought it was safe. Joe dropping a heal and seal. Summon a pet and throwing the rope. All right, Joe is halfway through the moat. So Mac to Julia. And just want to double check something real quick from Julia. All right, she had no seal. So Mac is going to hit her. She was sitting at 90. Julia, I got you down to 79 with his Mac. He drops a heel and seal, and he throws rope. But, Joe, you can't climb the rope. So, Joe, you are at the bottom, still in the water. You are at the edge of your rope. And you did take a little piranha damage. All right, Julia, you're up. All right, Julia is going to play Seal. And Merle too tiny. We got another Merle. Tiny, losing your capacity elixir. And Will, I think she's going to take a shot. Yeah, it didn't help you. There's no help, Joe. Page 2 does nothing for piranha damage. Will, you got a pretty big shot coming at you from Julia. Ammo flux. Will's going to let it go. Will taking some AP damage. Will's taking you from 120. He does have some armor pen resistance. $120 down to 88 base, Will. From the ammo flux. All right, Ocean Man. You're up. Ray avoided the last tar trap. He's at the edge of his moat. Dangerous waters, Ray. You never know what could be lurking. All right, Ray is going to go speed potion. The question is going to be, Ray, how fast are you? Because there's some angry piranha right around the corner. Ray, speed potion. He gets a little closer. The piranha get a little closer. He gets a little closer and throws his rope. The piranha get a little closer. Ray! You're pretty fast. But them piranha's pretty fast too. Speed potion, you take half damage from the piranha. Only half of them get to you. You manage to get to the top of the wall with the speed potion. Ray taking you from 110 to 100. You do have some mitigation. Ray taking AP 10 from the piranha. All right, we got Ray, top of the wall. Amy, top of the wall. Craven, top of the wall. Tiny, top of the wall, tar trapped. Dimes halfway up the wall. We got potentially Amy and Dimes acting a little crazy. Jim Stone, you're up. Round number 3. Dimes, you're feeling full purple effect coming on. And you're halfway up that wall. Jim's going to play a seal. Summon Blitz to get rid of Amy's faith. Amy's going to evoke the damage. And normally I would say Blitz would be enough to kill any pet, but because it is a legendary pet, the evoke is going to work, and Amy has used half of her legendary. So Amy, that pet damage is going to go to you. Half of it is going to go to you. Faith has taken 50% damage. So we are going to take you down to 86. If that would have been a regular pet, the evoke still would have killed a regular pet. So good move by both. Jim playing Blitz. And Gum Arrow does not work on Amy. Again, she's already been under the incapacitating effects of Tar. She takes the damage from Gum Arrow, does not keep her in place. Amy is down to 78 health, but free to move. Still potentially purple affected. Craven Light, you're up. Round number 3, Craven. Summon Firefly to Valar. Craven is going to drop a Pet Repel. And jump down into the courtyard. Boom. Craven? I think you found something in the courtyard. Ouch. Looks like Mace was hanging out waiting on you. All right, we do have someone in the courtyard. Let's put you right there. The courtyard has been breached. Valar, you're feeling a little purple effect starting to kick in as well. Valar, you're at 95 and under the effect of Firefly. And Valar, you're up. Careful, Valar. Dimes, Bones. You never know. We got Valar, Dimes, Crazy L, and Tiny. All right, Valar's going to go red Hannibal to Craven. Seal and Heal, and red Glob to Craven. The red Hannibal gets rid of his pet Repel Smoke. The Seal and Heal. Cast pretty nicely, Valar. But your aim is pretty bad from that distance. And the Firefly's Venom kicks in super, super fast. Valar dealing damage to Mace. Valar, you hit your own pet. Craven, Mace is injured. Deadly Dimes, you're up. And you're still swinging on the rope. You might be full-blown crazy at this point. Valar, Bones, and Dimes all immune to future purple effects. All right. Dimes, straight purple mode, and she's just going to risk it. No risk it, no biscuit, right? She wants a red Aster. She wants a Healing Seal, and she wants to swing around on the vine. Yeah, that's a lot to ask for a person under the purple effects. But you were halfway up the wall. But something about this rope is a whole lot of fun. So Dimes is just swinging back and forth on the rope. Back and forth. Back and forth. She doesn't cast the Healing Seal. She's going back and forth. She doesn't cast the red Aster. Back and forth. She's having fun with this. And then she realized she wasted 2/3 of a turn. And she does swing herself with a little dismount to the top. So Dimes, you get to the top of the wall. Basically, nothing else. But you are no longer purple affected. Nor is Valar. But Amy, I can't promise what's in store for Amy. Amy, you might be full-blown crazy at this point too. Speaking of crazy, how about Crazy L? Crazy L, let's get your first move of the night. All right, we've got a second attempt to mustard bomb Ray's faith. Ray's like, nah, you guys ain't killing my faith. Come on now. Stop that noise. And summon Toxie to Will. I like it. But Will does have Pet Repel Smoke. Will, your Pet Repel Smoke is gone. He's able to avoid it. Dang, Will, it's almost like they're daring you. Look at that. That's some hungry fish. All right, Tiny. Final player to go in round number 3. Got a great match for everybody. Sly with the early morning raid. Ark seemed to be ready to go. Logging on quickly. Tiny in the tar. Tiny will be immune to tar effects going forward. But he is stuck for now. All right, you know what? If you're stuck, it's not a bad place to be, right? Tiny's going to drop Heal and Seal. Also going to play Red Aster. We got some veteran raiders here. These teams both know what they're doing. All right, let me get my Red Aster cards. All right, he's going to throw Orange Crush down to Mace. Team Ark, any response from the Orange Crush going to Mace? Mace has already taken some big damage from Valar, by the way. Valar hits hard. All right, and both teams have used their allotment of red psychos, by the way. Just FYI. Is it a tank page, one Dow, or a red-blue from Valar? Yep, you can remove it. All right, remove it, Valar. We're going to go tank page 1. Tiny, that Orange Crush isn't going to hit. So Tiny with Red Aster and also a Seal. Tar Trap is gone. Tiny cannot be tarred again. And notice I said tarred again. All right, let's go to round number 4. All right, Bones. You are, you might be going nuts by now. Bones is at the top of the wall. Craven is in the courtyard with a wounded Mace. We got Piranha floating around. Ray, Dimes, and Tiny are all top of the wall. We're in round 4. Still, anything's possible. A lot of damage has been dealt. Ark, for the most part, defending their castle through the first 4. Sly making a pretty vigorous effort to get there. All right. That's a lot of stuff, and almost none of it is going to happen. So, Amy, the red aster does happen. And she said, heal and seal, climb down, collect the rope. Oh, no, no. That's the part of it we're actually going to do. Amy loves rope, just like a cowgirl. In fact, Amy, you play red aster, pick up your rope, and you are so impressed by the rope. You make it, you think you're Wonder Woman. You make it a nice little lasso. She's swinging it around. She actually starts singing, I want to be a cowgirl, and you can be my cowboy. I mean, Amy is just like dancing, singing, swinging the rope around with a lasso. But you do collect your rope. That's the good news. Amy picking up the rope. There you go. Yeehaw. I love it. Sound effects, too. She got a yeehaw. She does have the rope, and she does have a red aster. She just doesn't have the time to get the heel and seal and jump down in the courtyard. All right. You know what? Yep, I had Faith is dead. Amy, you know what? Faith is still alive, actually. So you don't have Aster. They never killed Faith. So even better. So since you can't cast Aster, I will give you a heal and seal. You do get a second action. So no pet. But the heal and seal works out nicely. So she drops the seal and slings her lasso, and she does have Faith. So we'll bring Amy back to 88. Busy Bee, you're up. Mustard and detonate to Ray's Faith. Ray, they really want to kill your pet. So we've had a couple Martys already. Ray, the mustard and detonate. Up, Will's like, no. Will is going to disarm. Will using his instant disarm ability. Sorry, Busy Bee. Yet another mustard bomb does not hit its target. And Busy Bee sending in Red Curtis. I guess she figures, Ray, you're a boss. So she's going to use Red Curtis on Ray like a boss. All right. Busy Bee using Red Curtis to Ray. Ray, you take half damage from it. Takes you from 80. Not much. Down to 74. Ray's the boss. All right, Will, you're up. We are in round number 4. We got Craven in the courtyard. Remember, 8-round limit, everybody. All right. Will go straight Top Gun. Says, I feel the need. The need for speed. Speed potion, go to wall, tossed rope, and climb. Now, Will, you see those 2 piranha there, right? I just want to make sure. Speed potion. Oh, hell, Will, look at this. Now, Keels. Even though he's speed potion, it looks like it's happening in slow motion. That's just your eyes playing tricks on you. It's really not. It's all happening fast. Will getting snatched by one. Thrown over to the other. Getting snatched by the other. Thrown to his rope. And Will to the top of the wall. Now, Will, you did manage to avoid half of one and half of the other. But 2 halves make a whole. And they turned you into a whole meal. So Will, you take 30 AP, taking you down to 58 AP. You are at the top of the wall. So Will's at 60, 58, no seals, no pet repels, down to 58 AP. All right, Dow, round number 4, your move. We got Will, Amy, Dimes, Tiny, Ray, all top of the wall. Animal, almost. And Craven in the courtyard. Can't play Garth as an instant cast, Dow. Garth is a pre-match trap. No Garth, no Mace. That would be nada. And Garth doesn't. Gargoyles don't like courtyards anyway. They like those trap areas that you get to set at the beginning. You do get the pet seal. And you do get to shoot Ray's Faith. All right. Ray, I don't think you guys got anything. All right. You don't get to decide the target of Cayman. You play Cayman. And he attacks if it's available. Just like the piranha. So Dow's going to play Cayman. And he's also going to attack Ray's pet. And Ray, 6s is going to kill Faith. So Ray, your pet is out of play. So Dow plays Pet Repel, drops Cayman, and a Pet Repel. All right, Animal Joe. You are still technically at the bottom of the rope. So Joe, All right. Joe scooches on up. There was some hungry piranha. Could actually be an alligator out there somewhere, Joe. Climbs the wall and goes max seal to dimes. All right, dimes is under the effect of max seal. Joe, top of the wall. And does not jump in the courtyard. Takes him a turn to climb and drop the seal. So Joe is up top. So currently we got the whole SLY team top of the wall in round number 4. All right, Julia, you got options, I would say. Oh, boy. Okay. Julia is going to turn Craven into Marty. That can't be good, Craven. Craven just got Euclided. With Julia's instant cast. Blitz is going to take out Amy's faith. So, Amy, your pet is dead. And she's going to go Rose 2 dimes, which is a seal breaker. Dimes, your seal is broken. And we're going to take you down from 140 base to 110. So Dimes, pretty good shape with health. All right, Ocean Man. You're up. Ray, top of the wall. Ray taking a little damage so far. Ray, you're at 74, by the way. We got several SLY players. Amy, 88. Will at 60 and 58. Joe at 88. Ray, 74. Craven is Marty. Dimes, 92 and 110 base. And Tiny, 94. All right. That's a lot of stuff, Ray. So Ray's going to drop down. All right, Ray, when you drop down, Mace hits you. Taking you down to 64. And you can either drop all right, you can't move to a chest because Mace. You can drop a heal and seal. And you can play Firefly to Jim. But Jim is sealed. So no Orange Crush. So Ray drops Heal and Seal, and Firefly breaks Jim's seal. All right, Jim, you're up. Jim is not under the effects of purple because her seal stopped it. Amy at 88, Will at 60, Joe 88, Ray 74 and sealed. Craven is Marty. Dimes and Tiny 92 and 94 respectively. We're in round number 4. All right, Jim is going to drop a seal. Red Paw to Amy. Going to break Amy's seal. And take her down to 80. And stun and detonate. So Amy, you are stun bombed, which means next turn, you only get one action. Could be moving, could be shooting, could be casting. All Martys. Martys have been used. So Amy will be stunned. Craven. The bad news is, well, hold on. I mean, Craven is Marty. But Craven can't use himself because your allotment of Martys have already been used. So that's kind of the bad news, the good news, and Craven, the better news for you is you're no longer Marty because Mace attacks you and takes you out of Marty form. So Craven, you're back. You get your full assortment of moves because damaging attacks do break polymorphs. So Craven in the courtyard with Ocean Man. All right. Craven, which chest would you like to move to? Now, you can't engage a chest. So Craven is going to go Red Aster, Heal and Seal. Now, Red Aster is going to finish off damaged Mace. Mace is gone. Mace took damage a couple times, and also Aster finished the job. So Craven is going to go Heal and Seal, and he's going to run over here by chest number 1. but he's not engaging it. But we do have the courtyard. There's a battle. All right, Villar, you're up. So Sly has some high ground. Ark has some high ground. We're in round number 4. Ark trying to protect their resources. You can see 2,385. If they stay over the 2,000 threshold, they will be able to level up 2 buildings this week. Sly determined not to let that happen. All right, Ocean Man, your seal has been broken. You take damage from Red Paul. I got you at 67. And Villar's going to hit you with another red glob. It's going to take you down to 53 and 80. Ray at 53 and 80 is still in the courtyard. Oh, sorry. You're right. Will, that red glob's to you. Oh, man, you might want to kept that on the DL, Ray. Will. Ray just sold you out. All right, that red glob is to Will. Taking Will down to 47. And 40. Will, you're at 47 health and 40. That hurts a little bit. All right, that was Villar's attack. Let's go over to Deadly Dimes. Dimes, you're up. I guess you're through swinging around on vines. Now, HELLSTONE has a lot of resources, 2385. So you guys can do the math and figure out it's about 400 resources per chest, which means 100 resources per turn. All right, Dime's trying a lot of stuff here. Dime's going to jump down. Mace is gone, by the way. Mace did a wonderful job. How about hearing it from Mace? Mace is legit. All right, so Dimes is down in the courtyard. You jump down. You're about here, Dimes. She jumps down. She's going to drop Red Aster. And a heal and seal. Dime's going back to 100 sealed with Red Aster. You can't move, though. Can't move to a chest. She jumps, drops, and pets. All right, Crazy L. Back to you. Crazy L and then Tiny. We got 3 people in the courtyard. All right, she's going to summon Slim to Ray. Ray, Slim is going to take you from 67 down to 60. And stun and detonate on Ray. Now what that means, Ray, you're in the courtyard. You are stunned. So you only get 1 action next turn. Pet, smoke, potion, move, whatever the case may be. All right, Tiny, bring us home. The end of round number 4, Tiny. I got Tiny with a seal and a red aster already. And we'll do a quick health check at the end of this turn. I'll let you guys know the seal situation. Jim is not under Fireflies because she had a seal, Ray. All right. And yeah, you can't do all that either. Remember, the only thing you can do is activate a chest. So Tiny drops down, and instead of running to the chest, he activates Aegis. All right, how many rounds of Aegis, Dimes, for Tiny? Tiny jumps, runs toward the chest, flailing his arms, screaming, Aegis. All right. How many rounds do you want protection for Tiny? Up to 5. All right. 5 rounds of protection. As you guys know, he's also sealed. He also has red aster. And his first attack, he takes no damage. And then it varies after that. Then the seal would be broken. All right, so we're moving on to round number 5. We got some interesting things going on with stuns and with seals. So real quick, I'm going to give you the SLY assortment. We'll figure out Arc in a second. Amy is at 80, and she is stunned. And she's at the top of the wall. Will is at 47 and 40. Pretty bad shape, Will. He is at the top of the wall as well. Joe at 88. and 80 base. Joe is sealed. He's at the top of the wall. Ray is in the courtyard, and Ray is stunned, and Ray is at 60 with no protection. Dimes is sealed with a red aster, 100%, and she's in the courtyard. And Tiny is Aegis, 5, and Craven is also sealed, and he's in the courtyard. So it's going to get interesting here. So we're going to start out round number 5 with Amy Bones. Amy, you are stunned. So use your move wisely. Round number 5. Yeah, that might have been wisely. Okay. Amy is going to summon a legendary. One sec. Now, because Amy is top of the wall, Morose will be top of the wall as well. Now, I just want to make sure I get it on the right screen. Now, Morose will be 2 turns that will be cycled in. And legendaries have a different assortment of abilities. So Amy playing Morose. Busy Bee, it is your turn. All right. Busy Bee is going to go Kip to Will. Will is going to use blue. Going to stop it. Busy Bee, Moreau cast Soul Siphon. And drains 30% of your health and gives it to Will. Will Moreau's legendary ability is Soul Siphon. Takes 30% from Busy Bee and charges Will up. Busy Bee also playing Vile Smoke in the courtyard. To Craven, and Craven yeah, you can't prevent that. That's a legendary ability. But Craven, your seal is broken. And Will, you are going to take no damage from Red Rex because Busy Bee is in the water and Red Rex does not climb walls. So Busy Bee would have to make her way to the courtyard or the top of the wall. Remember, Will's still on top of the wall. So Busy, you have no line of sight with that Red Rex. And Will stops the grenade. All right, Will, you are up. You are at 77 and 40 with the added life boost. All right, Will is going to drop Red Aster. Drop down into the courtyard. And is going to heal and seal. Will, a little new life there. Dow, you're up. All right, Dow's going to jump down. Going to get in the mix here. Boop, jumping down. There you go, Dow. Right by the portal room. All right, Dow is going to summon Grizz to Craven. Grizz hits Craven. Knocks him out of the Vile Smoke. Over to the other side. Craven, we're taking you down to 80. And Dow's going to hit Craven with Vega, and he's going to take the damage. Taking him down to 60. Animal, you're up. Animal, your move. All right, Animal is going to climb down and heal and seal. So Animal coming in the courtyard. Joe, you were already sealed, but you are going to be back to 100%. Julia, you're up. Julia's going to pet repel. And summon Deacon. Looks like we're going to have some legendaries in play. And ammo flux to Tiny. All right, ammo flux will hit Tiny and break his seal. Actually, will hit Tiny and do no damage because he has Aegis 5. It will take him down to Aegis 4. So Tiny's next attack, he will take damage. Ray, you're up. Ray's going to heal Grog. He was stunned. Ray back to 100%. Yep. Deacon cast an ability called Melt. Tiny, your seal, your Aegis, completely exposed. All buffs, all protections are moved from Tiny. Deacon's legendary ability Melt removes all 4 charges of Aegis, and his max seal is obliterated. Gemstone, you're up. Gemstone cast Red Icky. And throws dynamite down to the courtyard. Morose is going to use his legendary item called Apostle. Red Icky damage is reversed to all Arc players. Busy Bee, your seal is broken. Dow, your pet repel is gone. Julia, your pet repel is gone. Jim, your seal is broken. Valar, your seal is broken. Red Icky damage reflected by the Apostle. Legendary item used by Morose. And the dynamite in the courtyard is stopped by Animal Joe using blue. Craven, you're up. Morose disappears. Craven is going to go Red Paw to Valar. Max Seal, activate Cosmic Heart. All right. Red Paw to Valar. Taking her down to 85. Activate Cosmic Heart to get rid of Dow's Euclid. And Craven going to drop another Max Seal. Well, guess you wouldn't have used it anyway, would you? If you had one, you wouldn't be using it. How about that? Valar, your move. Summon Gold Blaine to Craven. Silver Spark him. Gold Blaine is going to break his seal. And we got more dynamite coming to the courtyard. Red-blue from Craven Light. So they use a second red-blue. Valar, taking you down to 75. All right, Dimes, you're up. Deadly Dimes, Crazy L, and then Tiny. All right, Deadly Dimes. Moves to chest number 3. And Dimes, as you go to activate the SLY Shawl, Deacon targets you with the Grail. And you almost feel like as you're running in air. Like you're levitating. But you're not on the ground. Dimes, you are suspended above chest number 3. Frozen in place. You can look down and see the chest. You can reach down toward it. You just can't get to it. Now it looks like Deacon is using an awful lot of concentration to make this happen, but he has you suspended about 5 feet up in the air. Your arms are just not long enough to reach down and get to the chest. Crazy L, you're up. Drop Heal and Seal, summon Trey to Tiny. Crazy L's going to Heal and Seal. Trey to Tiny, now that he's exposed. He still doesn't take a lot. Takes him down to 84. And detonates stun on Tiny. So he still has 1 action remaining. All right, Dimes. Tiny. You know what? You're right. He did have Aster still out. Deacon melted his shield, did not take his Aster. So let's put him back to 94. Aster's gone. All right. Tiny's up. Move to chest number 5 and engage. And yes, he doesn't have Aegis. He is stunned. But we do finally have somebody from SLY getting their hands on resources. Tiny has taken 100 resources. Took a little while to get there. But we do have some resources. All right, we are moving on to round number 6, everybody. Round number 6. Amy, you're up. Amy is at 80. No longer stunned. Let's get all of the players on the defensive team. We can see where all of you guys are. Valar, up on the wall. Julia, Jim, up on the wall. Busy, still outside. Crazy L, still outside. All right, Red Cana to Jim. Max Seal from Amy. And she is in the courtyard. Jim taking a little bit of damage from Red Cana, not much. Down to 91. All right, Busy Bee. You're still hanging out around the moat. And Crazy L, you're hanging out close to Busy Bee. Sorry, it's a Red Cana, Jim. I got you down to 86. 86. All right, we got Busy Bee. Busy Bee, you're up. We're in round number 6, everybody. SLY just got to the courtyard. You do not need a rope, Busy Bee. Yep, speed potion, save your rope. Her speed potion's going to put her in the courtyard. All right, she casts Satchel Rat for Tiny. Tiny, there's a hole in your bag. So out of that 100 you just took, you lost 5 resources. Busy getting some back. And that rat will continue to attack you unless somebody does something about it. So that Satchel Rat taking 5 back. All right, let's go to Will. Will, you're in the courtyard. You are sealed with red aster. All right, Will is going to max seal Tiny. But, Will, you can't engage with the max seal. Remember, all you can do is engage. So Will runs to chest 4. And he plays the seal on Tiny. Dow, you're up. Red Blaze to Craven. Taking him down to 43. Shoot Craven with Vega ammo with a Fury 4. Craven, I got you down to 17. Craven is sitting at 17. Animal, you're up. Animal moving to chest number 6 and engaging. Animal Joe going in and capping $100 resources for Joe. Joe, your bag is full. Julia, you're up. Julia, Max Seal. Silver Spark, Satchel Rat to Joe. Julia playing the Satchel Rat. Taking 5 resources back from Animal Joe. Fury 4 Blanco to Craven. Craven has been sent back to the starting point. Craven has died. Ocean Man, you're up. Ray's going to move to chest number 2 and engage. Ocean Man has capacity. Ray, you've taken 100 resources. You're not at full capacity. Gemstone, you're up. We got Tiny, taken from chest 5. Animal from chest 6. Ray, chest 2. Dimes levitating above. Will, standing in front of chest 4. Jim is going to activate Euclid to turn Amy into Marty. Jim's legendary Euclid. And F4, Doom to Ray. Ray, we're going to take you from 60 down to 19. Cannot evoke it. Evoke only prevents damage. All right, so we know Craven has died. Ray taking a big shot down to 19. We're in round number 6. Craven, your move. If you guys are just tuning in, SLY was first turn. Arc had most of their team here. So a lot of moves, lockdown match. Full sprint toward castle walls from Craven. Make up a little ground there. Valar, you're up. All right, Valar's going to jump down into the courtyard. Satchel Rats on Ray. So Valar getting some resources back. Ray, your bag has a hole in it. You lose 5 of that 100 you just grabbed. Deadly Dimes. The good news is this is the last round that Deacon will have you levitated above that chest waving at you. You do get an action, but that action is not touching the chest. You are flailing above the chest, completely surrounded by energy. You might be able to move, depending on what it is. We have dimes, Crazy L and Tiny. Dimes is going to play Satchel Rat, which she can do. So Dime Satchel Rat is going to target the chest below her for 5 resources. Dimes, at the end of your turn, Deacon does disappear, and how about a nice cheer for Deacon for a job well done? And he drops Dimes to the ground. And broke your seal. Crazy L, you're up. All right, Crazy L is going to shoot Epic Rose with Flux at will. Will, I got you sealed. Breaking Will seal. And taking Will from 40 base down to 33. She uses the seal breaker. Will down to 33 base. Tiny, you do fully cap. Your bag is now full. Your capacity was taken early. Tiny has an upgraded satchel, everybody. Tiny taking his second turn of resources, 200 resources from Tiny. All right, let's go to Amy Bones. Now, he did lose a few of them, and he'll continue to lose a few of them from Busy Bee. Amy's Marty. She's dancing. All right, Busy Bee, you're up. We're in round number 7, everybody. Round number 7. This round and one more, and the match is over. All right, she's going to summon Red Paul to Will. Oh. Red Paul just does regular damage. Will was skating with 33 base. So, Will, the red paw will take you down to 49 and 33. But you might have dodged a bullet there. Literally. And Ocean Man, F5 Sly Sorrow. Ocean Man has taken lethal damage. All right, Ray, we'll put you over by the portal. All right, we go to Will. Yes, Ray was at 19. He's dead. Will's at 33 base, Crazy L. All right, I am going to give Will 10 seconds to type his move. He may be gone, but I do have to give him 10 seconds. Will is at 49 and 33 base. He is in the courtyard. And he is standing beside a chest. All right, give him about 5 more seconds. All right, we're going to skip over to Dow. Dow, you're up. All right, leaving Will in the courtyard. So there's hope. If Will comes back, he will get his turn. Just an FYI. He might get a break. So if Will comes back by the end of this round, he does still get to act. Summon Red Buck to Animal. And Sixus to Animal. Breaking his seal. Red Buck breaks his seal. Sixus will take Animal down to 77. Joe, you had no capacity. Your bag is full. You're no longer engaged with the chest. So Animal, you're now free to move about the country. Psychos have been used by your team, Joe. Go ahead and get your move in. After Animal, we got Julia, Ray, Jim, Craven, Villar, Dimes, Crazy L, and Tiny. Animals, go ahead out. He's like, I'm out. All right. Animal heading out. Okay. He's leaving the party. All right. There's still a party left to be had. Julia, you're up. I think Amy and Dimes are like, what? All right. Red Buck and Blanco to Will. Will's taking lethal damage. Julia, big move. Julia with a big move and a smart move. Hitting Will before it would have been Will's turn after Joe. All right, Ray, you're up. Dow left Will alive, and Julia just saving blow there. If Julia doesn't target Will, he would have gotten to engage the chest that turn. Ray is going to activate Icky. Dow seal broke. Julia seal broke. Crazy L seal broke. And Deacon damage. Damage across the board for all of Arc. Gemstone, you're up. Amy, Tammy, and Tiny all in the courtyard. Craven making his way back. All right, Silver Spark to Dimes. And also hitting Dimes. Dimes at 100%. And she does have Red Aster. Red Aster eats Red Rudy. Dimes taking a little bit of damage. 90 in the flux is going to take her down to 90. Dimes, you're at 90 and 90. Craven Light. Craven outside the wall. Will's about on a 2-minute lag, I think, too, guys. Climb rope, jump down. Craven climbing and jumping. He is back in the courtyard. This is not the last turn. There's one turn remaining. So chess can still be engaged in this turn and the next turn. Villar, you're up. Craven back in the courtyard, and he still can engage in the final round. We got Villar. Dimes, Crazy L, and Tiny, and then we go to round number 8, the final round. Bones and Tiny are sealed. Ray had a seal breaker against everybody from Arc, and a Deacon Dagger damaged everybody from Arc. All right, we can give Villar 5 more seconds, and then we're going to go over to Dimes. All right, Dimes, you're up. If Villar logs, we will go back to Villar. Dimes, your move. You're no longer floating and flailing. Dimes going to engage chest number 3. So that is 100 resources already for Deadly Dimes. All right, Crazy L and then Tiny. Dimes has an upgraded bag as well with the ability to hold. You are not invisible. Nor can you cast invisibility and engage the chest. Drop Heal and Seal, Epic Rose with Rambo to Tiny. Heal and Seal, Epic Rose, Rambo to Tiny. Taking him down to 90 and 110 base. And Tiny, your capacity was removed. You have taken 200 resources. It's your move, Tiny. So we have Tiny, and then we go back to Amy. Amy, you're no longer Marty. After Tiny, we go to round number 8 in the final round. All right, Villar is lagging, so I'll give Villar her turn in a second. She's going to summon Red Maverick. All right, Tiny's going to play a Satchel Rat. Doesn't take it from Busy Bee. Just targets the chest. All right, Bones, you're up. Amy, round number 8. This is the 8th and final round. Amy in the courtyard. This is who we have left in the courtyard. Amy, Craven, and Dimes. Villar's attack on Dimes going to take her down to 68. Dimes, you're at 68. And still engaged with the chest. Amy's going to engage chest number 6. Amy grabs 100 resources from chest number 6 and disappears. Busy Bee, you're up. Busy Bee is going to go over and stab Tiny's rat. Good move. Will outside the wall, and Will's got a little bit of lag. We'll give Will 5 seconds. I don't know that he's still there. All right, let's go over to Dow. Dow, you're up. Arc Spark, Red Spike to Dimes. All right, Dimes, give me a die roll. Dimes picks 4. Let's see how much damage it deals. Ooh, triple damage to Dimes. Ouch. Busy Bee went to the portal. Dow gets his attack into Dimes. Triple spike. And Vega to Dimes. She got a lot of gear, but Dimes, that's a lot of pain. 46. And 30. Dimes going from 68 down to 30 with the double attacks. Dow's out. Animal is out. Julia, you're up. Red Icky Blanco to Dimes. Red Icky's going to take her to 25. We'll get rid of Amy's seal. Get rid of Tiny's seal across the board. But Blanco is dealing AP to Dimes, and that's not what you needed. She's at 25, and you did hit her hard with the Blanco. 35 AP, taking her down to 55. Dimes at 25 and 55, holding on. Ocean Man, you're up. Julia is in the portal. Ocean Man, then Jim, then Craven. We skipped Joe because he hit the portal the turn before. Who are you going to max seal, Ray? Oh, max seal dimes. All right, gotcha. Max seal dimes, stun and detonate to gemstone. All right, and then Ray hitting the portal. Ray disappears. Dow's going to Marty. All right, gemstone, your move. Gemstone, Craven, Valar, and dimes. She's going to shoot Red Glob to dimes, and it breaks the seal. Craven, you're up. Gemstone hits the portal. Craven's going to grab and go. He's going to run over to chest 1, take a little bit of damage. He grabs 100 on the way out the door. Valar, you're up. Valar, dimes, Crazy Ale, and Tiny. You know what? Not bad. 2.5 hours for this many people and this many turns. Red Maverick to dimes and Rizzo to dimes. Dimes, Red Maverick. Taking you down to 10, and Rizzo finishing dimes off before she can get that last little bit. Oh, hold on. Ocean Man playing red-blue, and they did have 1 blue remaining. That is the 3rd red-blue. For Team SLY. They are out of blues. Ray coming up big. All right, dimes. You do cap, and you pick up another 100 resources on your way out the door. And then we go to Crazy Ale and Tiny. Neither of which should or could cast. Crazy Ale and Tiny, my recommendation is that both of you hit the portal. Tiny is full capacity. And Crazy Ale, not much more you can do. You're satchel rats. She's going to hit him anyway. You can't hit him because you're outside the gate. All right. Even if you target him. And Tiny hitting the portal as well. Will can't get inside in the gate anyway. All right, let me give you guys the totals. Crazy L is going to hit the portal. Once again, 2.5 hours, not bad. Ark was super, super prepared. They had a lot of resources that could have been taken. Joe, able to take 100 of them. Tiny, 200 of them. Ray, 100. Dimes, they took her capacity, 200. Bones, 100. And Craven, 100. That is 800 total resources taken. However, Ark was able to get 30 of them back with Satchel Rats, making it 770. And then Sly was able to pick up 10 with Satchel Rats, making it 780. So the overall total, Sly setting a new record of 780. However, to only lose 780 when you have that many resources is a huge, huge defensive accomplishment. So that, everybody, is where we're going to leave it. Great match. Great strategies. Get some rest, everybody. Inventory will be out today. Thank you so much. Good raid. Also, awesome defense. Ark, pretty stellar week this week if you think about it. They were able to raid, hold on to most of their resources, and had some pretty good accomplishments over the week. So I'd say Ark, strong week. Let's see who wins next week. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.